y'all, let's go. Wow. All right, we're gonna go in with our ground chicken, sun-dried tomatoes, our red onion, an egg, use fresh garlic as well, some feta cheese crumbled, some panko, kosher salt, oregano, little olive oil, smoked paprika, garlic, some onion powder. The fun part is mixing this all up. So a little hack, olive oil in your hand, and you're gonna go in. And about a tablespoon of meat. Then you form your meatball. And this is a pound of ground chicken, so it should make about 12 to 15-ish meatballs if I keep the same eyeballing going here. So now we're gonna wash our hands and move on to hand searing the meatballs. Olive oil. And then we're just gonna go in with each meatball. We're on a medium heat because we don't want these to burn. We want them to cook gently. So, and they have cheese in them, so we don't want them to burn too quick, brown too quick. So I'm gonna monitor the heat and kind of flip them as I go. Also don't want to overcrowd the pan. So put as many as you can without having them touch. I always push it to the limit. I think I could fit one more, look at that. Okay, so we'll stop there and then I'll fry these other ones. Let's see, move it off the heat a little bit while I get these flipped up. They are in fact cooking just like I said they would. So they brown really, really quickly. So you want to make sure you're controlling the heat, or else you'll end up with burnt chicken meatballs, and we don't want that. Like this one, we don't like her, but she'll sit with us. It's okay. If the pan gets a little bit dry, you can also add a little bit more oil. Just to keep it moisturized, about a teaspoon of olive oil. So we're gonna keep moving these guys around. And we're gonna cook on all sides. This is why I also like cooking meatballs in like the air fryer or the oven. That way you don't have to babysit them as much, but this way they actually have more flavor. Because searing them off creates that little crust that just tastes so good. And the sauce or any type of like dressing you put on them. I'm gonna turn my heat down. Continue to cook them on all sides. We have lowered our pan to a true low, so the heat is really centered in the center of the pan here. So I'm going to make sure that I'm moving the meatballs all around to a plate to rest. A little chicken bouillon. Or you could just use chicken stock. Boom. Couscous in. One quick stir. Just let that go. So we've got our butter. We're gonna keep all that good flavor on the bottom of the pan. Some garlic. Some cream. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. We're not gonna make it super saucy here. Some oregano. Small pinch of this salt, and then I'll use some garlic. I really like this garlic salt. Use a little bit of that. It has parsley, pepper. It's like a garlic mix. So this is gonna get nice and thick. Not too thick, but it'll thicken just enough. Now you can add sun-dried tomatoes here. You can add more cheese, but I think because we have cheese in the meatballs, we're okay. We don't need to add any more cheese. But yeah, you could do mushrooms. You can do whatever kind of pan sauce you want, but we're just making a simple cream-based pan sauce with butter, garlic. Add a little lemon for brightness. I love making my pan sauce in a wide pan like this because it gives you more surface area to work with. So when it's nice and velvety like this, that's how I know it's done. And I can also part the line and it stays a bit longer. That's another trick. Or on the back of a spoon, when you trace, it doesn't work as well on a silicone spoon, but just a regular metal spoon, when you can trace a line. That's how you know your sauce has gotten to the right consistency. So I'm not gonna put all the meatballs in this sauce just because you can use the meatballs for a multitude of different purposes. So, perfect. The sauce is just gonna serve as the topping for the couscous situation. So we'll add some couscous. Then we'll add our meatballs. You can hit it with some fresh arugula. We're gonna add another meatball because I like it to stack like that. Just hit it with some more saucy sauce. Our delicious Greek chicken meatballs are all done. They're served up with this beautiful garlic butter sauce and also just some fresh arugula. This is the perfect bite. Let's give it a try. All right, y'all, let's go. Wow. 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 So mouth-watering good. Wow, perfect bite. That sauce was definitely needed. Look at that. It's perfect. The couscous, the arugula has like a fresh pepperiness to it.